You should be able to hit what you aim at. Cut Through prevents melee attacks and projectiles from being blocked by thin, non-solid scenery, tall grass, flowers, carpets. The world is no longer in the way. It's a small change, but it fixes a repeated annoyance. No balance is changed, it just makes interactions behave like you expect them to. Random mob sizes gives mobs slight configurable variation in height and scale. The mobs act the same and drop the same loot. They just don't all look identical, which makes encounters feel less repetitive. You notice the difference when a group of monsters isn't a uniform lineup. That tiny unpredictability makes the game feel richer. Leaves Be Gone makes leaf blocks decay fast or hide client side, so you don't get stuck with floating leaf clutter after cutting a tree. It removes the annoying leftovers that block views and get in the way. When you clear a tree, the area should look clean. Use it to keep builds and sightlines readable without touching world generation. Eating animation adds simple visible eating and drinking motions so consuming food doesn't happen as a silent number change. Vertical slab mods add, well, exactly that, letting you use thin trims and faces instead of using only horizontal halves. This feature feels like a natural emission from vanilla. Sit adds a simple sit action, so your character can sit on stairs, slabs. It's an obvious interaction that should exist. Being able to sit makes scenes read better and feels like a basic avatar affordance. It is a small, sensible improvement to how you occupy spaces. Dynamic lights makes carried or dropped light sources, torches, lanterns, flaming items actually light the area immediately as you move. It removes the situation where your torch only lights once placed. That behavior is intuitive. A light should illuminate. It enhances the gameplay during night and in caves without changing how lighting works when items are placed. Giant Spawn brings back the once beloved feature. Giants, which used to be naturally in the game, now have a chance to spawn again. Understandably, it was removed because it didn't mesh with the world as well as it could have. But nowadays, it feels like it's not too far-fetched to be back into the game. RightClickHarvest replaces the break and replant sequence with a single RightClickHarvest. You still get the same resources, you just don't have to do the repetitive steps manually. It's a missing control that would make vanilla farming feel smoother. Keep the loop, remove the tedium. Crops Love Rain makes rain slightly boost crop growth, so weather has a simple useful effect on farming. It doesn't add new crops or automation, it just ties rainfall to plant growth. Crawl adds the prone crawl movement bound to a key, so you can move through one block high gaps and occupy low spaces naturally. It is a straightforward, useful control to have. Head in the Clouds stops rain above the cloud level, so high altitude builds and sky travel keep a clearer feel. It's an atmospheric tweak that separates sky weather from ground weather. Being above the clouds should read like being somewhere different.